Hello and welcome back to another Suicide Squad video. In this video, we're going to be stalking the Dark Knight himself, Batman. I'll be breaking down the boss fight and giving you all of the tricks and tips you need to beat Batman in Suicide Squad Killer Justice League. First, a quick disclaimer, this video contains possible story spoilers, so if you're not up to Batman yet, you have been warned. I think there's a lot of people out there who didn't really enjoy this boss fight, but personally, it's probably one of my favorites in the game. Not because of this game, or because it's Batman, just the overall design. It took me back to those PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 era platformers, timing your jumps and learning the rhythms of the attack. I tell you, that was a golden era in gaming. Batman, although skilled, doesn't have the superpowers of the other members of the League, instead relying on his years of training and gadgets. In our case, he unleashes Scarecrow's fear toxin to mess with our minds. The run-up to Batman is actually part of the fun of the boss fight, with there being quite a few unique mechanics along the way. There is a specific section of the game just before the boss fight that you have to run through with each character, and each character adds more mechanics, although small, along the way. First, we have the Stone Batmen. These things are actually really creepy, and they catch you off guard by bursting open and attacking. You can easily counter these just by shooting them before they have a chance to grab you. Next, we have the Gliding Batman. These aren't quite as scary as the Stone Batmen, and probably easier to counter, but they're still pretty imposing. These you just have to time a well-placed counter shot, and they'll disappear. And finally, we have the Explosives. These are blue, shining Batman symbols that you can find on walls and floors. If you walk over one of these, they'll send you flying, but you can easily just shoot them and they will pop, no problem. Once you've been through this section with each one of the 4 characters, we get a false fail screen.
Your faith in Harley Quinn delivered you right to me. Brainiac told me to preserve your bodies, but I'm going to enjoy destroying your minds.
You think I didn't know we'd have this little reunion one day? Took me years in Arkham to get any sense out of that jabbering kookmeister Scarecrow, but I earned my degree.
I quite enjoyed this, pretty good bluff. But now, once you're past that, the real fight begins. We have a giant Scarecrow-style Batman, a demon bat you could say, facing us head on. All 4 of us on a platform just below it, with him towering over. Unlike the other members of the Justice League, he only has the 1 health bar, but as it gets lower, his attacks become faster and more frequent. Doing damage to Batman is quite simple, to be honest. You can damage him at any time, however you do so at a reduced rate. What you have to do is wait for a counter shot, then shoot him in the purple glowing mark on his head. This will hit big crits, and this is where the majority of your damage is going to come from. The Demon Batman has 4 different attacks. There's a large swipe that you simply jump over, purple orbs that you can dodge or shoot. However, shooting them sometimes means you will miss the timing for the counter shot, something I think they do on purpose. So it's up to you whether you want to take the hit or do the damage. Next, we have his laser eyes. He looks down, burns into the floor, and draws out usually a triangle shape. If these hit you, they do hurt and they do burn damage, so the best thing to do here is simply avoid them. And then we have explosive eye blasts. Simply avoid these. You'll see the mark on the floor. As he puts them down, move away. He can also detonate these with his eye laser, so be aware of him using these 2 in tandem. Towards the end of the fight, things start to speed up. The swipe attack starts doubling up and starts moving from side to side quite rapidly. Again, just like an old-fashioned platformer, just jump over these and you'll be absolutely fine. Every chance you get, you want to be doing damage on Batman, even if it's reduced. This will just speed up the fight. Make sure you don't miss any of those counter shots. This will be the majority of your damage. As you take your final shots into the Demon Bat, congratulations, you've beaten Batman. If you managed to beat Batman, let everyone know by leaving a like on this video. Stay tuned for more Suicide Squad content and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads or streams. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so over on Patreon or by becoming my first ever channel member. Links are in the description. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.